Hi, I'm the developer behind The Lucky Pirate, and in this video I want to show you 10 tips how to have more fun with the game. The first one is that there's actually some special levels that are available very early on and that you can play at any time. So you can see two examples here, and there's a couple of others. And of course, if you are at the start screen, you can also play the tutorial just by clicking on the question mark at any time. The second one is that you can actually change the animation speed, and that means the whole speed of the game by adjusting this slider. And you can see if it's slower, everything moves quite a bit slower, and it can be very helpful if you don't know what an item does to better understand how it interacts with other things. I usually keep it pretty close to the fastest, but still, I want to understand what is happening. Third, there are actually two hidden things that you can click on. The top stars you can click on to see the goals, but also to see the extra goal, the one that gives you the red stars. And you can also click on the coin at the top left to see the previous payouts, which can be quite helpful when dealing with parrots. Fourth, you probably already know that the item you buy at the end of a level becomes a starting item in the next levels, as you can see here. What you maybe not know is that you can still play those levels. I've seen a bit of confusion around this, but it's still possible to play levels even though you don't have a starting item for them. You just need to clear the previous level to unlock it. If you don't have the starting item though, it becomes quite a bit more challenging, and so I recommend that if you're stuck with a level to play the previous level and try to get a really good starting item like a ruby. For the fifth tip, I'm switching to a different device to show you that items are not always available. As you can see here, the tree item is available in the previous level, but is no longer available in the next level. You might already have noticed this, but maybe you didn't know that if an item is not available in a future level, you also can't buy it as a bonus item, so there's no way to get a tree in this level. The sixth thing I want to show you is that in some levels you can somewhat break the game and get really high scores. In this one I got 11,535, and what you may not know is that this is actually not affecting the leaderboard, because the leaderboard only considers scores up to 10,000. So for this level I would have only gotten 10,000 points for the leaderboard, and this is to ensure that nobody can just get a really high score and dominate the leaderboard just by getting lucky in one particular level. The seventh thing is that there's another secret level here. It has something to do with a volcano, but it's very tricky and the strategy is very involved, so maybe join our Discord if you want to know more. Number 8 is more of a warning or a heads up. Maybe you know already, but there's an achievement that you only get if you reset the game, and you have to reset with a score that is larger than 10,000 in total, and you can reset by going to the settings and then go to the extra settings, and there you can find the reset button. The ninth fact is that there's actually two types of trees. So maybe you knew, maybe you didn't, but there's an apple tree that you can get with a low chance, but it can happen, and it actually doesn't produce other trees, it produces apples. And finally, the 10th question that I want to answer is what happens if two vortexes collide with each other, and you can see that happening here, and as you can see, they add together. So if you have one vortex colliding with another one, it just becomes one even bigger one. And finally, there's something with this compass at the top right corner. But I already told you 10 facts, so this one has to wait for next time.